Hey guys, what's going on? Chris Stewart from Buns and Roses Baking Company here. I'd like to welcome you to video number 5 in this series of the intERUPTION, where we interrupt the way we normally do things so we can erupt into the lives we want. What time is it? It's go time. That's what time it is. Today we're going to talk about being a visionary, or a vision and a calling. And so I want to start out today explaining what that means, right? Because a visionary, that's what I am. I'm a visionary, right? So my vision is something that has never been done before. And I'm excited about that. And also there's some fear there because you're like, if it's never been done, I don't know for sure if it's ever going to be done. But I have the faith that I know that if I keep doing the right things, that at least we'll take certain steps for doing that. And being a visionary or being a leader means following your own path on what you know in your heart to be true, even if you don't know how to get there. So how do I accomplish that, right? Well, today we're going to talk about some very specific things. The first one is my introduction. When people say, hey, Chris, what do you do? I say, I give addicts back their dreams. They're like, what? What does that even mean? I'm like, I'll tell you what that means. It means I have a company, Buns and Roses Baking Company, where I hire at-risk teenagers and adults that need second chances to come and work for me, get some life and career skills, and then go about their lives, right? And that's what we do. We do cupcakes, cakes, cookies, things like that. Those are our products. But people are my business. That's what I love to do. And so in that, what is my vision? Well, my vision is to change the way that the world views addicts and the way that addicts view their recovery. What is that? I'll tell you, that is a huge vision. Because how do I change the way the entire world thinks about addicts? And I'm talking about all kind of addicts here, right? Everybody, I hope, can identify with this. So there is drug addicts, there are sex addicts, there are food addicts, there are alcoholics, there are shopping addicts. I mean, you know, the list goes on. Everybody is addicted to something, let's be honest, right? Well, I mean, there's people that are addicted to religion. There are people that are addicted to work. There are people, you know, it's whatever that is inside of you that you focus on, so that you don't have to focus on what your life's about, or maybe that's your way of coping mechanism, right? That's what it was for me, right? Heroin addict for 20 years, alcoholic, same thing. I focused on that because that's what I used as a coping mechanism to help me get through my life, until one day it just didn't work anymore and I needed some help. I asked for it, I got it, and now I'm doing the same thing by helping others. Now, the reason why I share this today is because I need your help. Every single one of you that watches this video, if you're looking for a purpose, if you're looking for something that you feel like, you know, I don't know what to do, Chris, I don't have a purpose, I don't have any meaning, this is it. If you've been through any adverse times, this is it. There was a video I'm sure that some of you saw posted on Facebook a couple weeks ago where a man and his 8-year-old son were sitting at a picnic table in a park, and he shared with his son that the mother had just died the night before of a drug overdose. A lot of controversy around this, right? But when I found out when this guy, what he did is that he posted that video and it went viral because he was trying to show people that are addicted to drugs the effects that it has after they're gone, if they haven't already left the earth. I thought that was awesome because a lot of people don't want to take that stand. And I'm here today to say that I'm taking that stand, and then I want to share my vision with you because I want you to join me. And if you have a story, you need to get out there and you need to tell it. Because we focus so many times, everybody in the news all the time, right? There's like, oh, these people have this crisis in drugs and alcohol and all these problems going on in the world today and in the United States. But nobody, where's the good stories? Where's my story? And I don't mean that selfishly. I mean, like, where's my story? That's why I'm putting it out here, because I want people to know that you can overcome those addictions, you can overcome those problems in your life, and go on and create huge ripples in the world to help change the world. I want to give you guys something tangible, because I always do this, so I want you to know what's really going on out there. But I'm trying to work with the states of Ohio. I'm trying to work with the states of West Virginia to get recovery programs over there, specifically Heroin Anonymous, to help out a lot of kids that need the help that they don't even know that that's available. Madrid, Spain is another one. You guys, I just saw this video this week that really touched my heart, but I could not believe that I was seeing this video. Did you know that in Madrid, Spain, beautiful country, right? They have a garbage dump. And the city has allotted this garbage dump for heroin addicts. I saw a video where there was an entire garbage dump with the garbage still in it, by the way, that is now run as a complete community of heroin addicts. There are abandoned cars. There are people running around half naked. There are people shooting dope in front of children. And this is okay? What is that? I'm not gonna stand for that. So you know what? This is why I do my company. This is why I do what I do, why I share these videos, because I'm a visionary. And if I'm going to change the worldview as addicts, I need to get videos like people running around half naked shooting dope in a garbage dump off the air, and people with stories of success about how they've overcome their addictions on the air. That's a big project, my friends. But I'm up for it, and I want you guys to be up for it as well. So here's what I'm asking. No matter where you're at today in your life, if you've overcome any kind of adversity, share it with somebody. It can be somebody on a park bench. It can be somebody at your church. It can be somebody in one of your many anonymous programs. It could be a fellow coworker. It could be a family member. It needs to be anybody that needs a bit of hope, and everybody needs hope. So share it. You know, I get up and I speak in front of lots of people that have never tried drugs, never drank any alcohol or anything like that. And my story is completely the opposite. But you know what? Those people appreciate the fact that I get up there, I'm honest, and I share my story of success with them, because that allows them to understand what the face of addiction looks like. So they can identify with it, and they can want to help people. I'm going to end it with this, because there's two very great examples of why we need to do this. A, the heroin and opiate epidemic that has overtaken this country right now is ridiculous. And so now people are actually paying attention to this. So about 20 years ago, some of you might remember, we had a little incident called the Rodney King riots. Now what happened in that episode is well, I won't even get into the story, but what happened is when the police officers that were indicted in this the jury was in their favor that they did not do anything wrong in this particular incident, the people in South Central went crazy and started a riot, and they burned down the entire place. I was living in Hollywood, and I saw the destruction firsthand, and it was crazy. But here's the deal. 20 years later, you can still go into that neighborhood, and they have not rebuilt it. Why? I'll tell you why. Because they don't want to change the way that the world views their neighborhood. I know there's people out there that do, and they're doing great work, and I'm not going to take that away from them. But I'm saying overall, as a whole, that neighborhood still sits the exact same way it was when it was burned down 20 years ago. Because nobody wants to rebuild garbage. So the second example I want to give you is in New Orleans, Louisiana. We had a big thing called Hurricane Katrina that wiped out an entire episode, or an entire community of people as well. That area was not rebuilt as well. There was some rebuilding, but it still wasn't the way it was. You know why? Because the people did not want to rebuild that area because of the activities that had gone on in that area. So what I'm saying here is that if we don't want addiction to keep killing communities, if we don't want it to keep ruining lives, families, businesses, America, and the world over, we, the people that have overcome it, need to get out there and say, hey, this is what it looks like on the other side, and start planning on how we're going to rebuild our communities of addicts and alcoholics now before it's too late. Are you with me? I hope so, because that's what Spartan warriors do. We lock arms and we move forward, one step at a time, one day at a time, to show people that what it's like on the other side is better than anything they've ever seen before or thought was possible. And that's what I do every single day. And I love it. And I'm fired up about it. So I hope you guys are fired up too. Because everybody in my world has worth, everybody has value, everybody has purpose, and everybody is loved. And I let them know it every day. And I love every single person watching this video. And even if I never met you before, that just means I care whether or not you live or die, because I do. So you know what? If you don't know what your purpose is, or you want to find a purpose, or you want to help me out with this, please call me up, 703-786-1539. Come to the Buns and Roses Baking Company website. Shoot me an email. You can shoot me a text, whatever it takes. I'm the visionary. I'm the leader. I'm taking us forward. And I need an army of soldiers, of Spartan warriors to join me in this effort. I hope you're up for the challenge. All right, that's all I got for this week. I love you guys. I will see you next week with another great intereruption. So get out there and start intererupting in everybody's life that you can. I love you all. Rock on. God bless.